Keyboard Exchange International.
Folks, Jim Huss here from Keyboard Exchange International in sunny Sanford, Florida. In fact, we're right in the heart of downtown historic Sanford, Florida. It's a beautiful city to come visit when you come to visit our store, and consider yourself invited to come visit. We're looking for people who love to play and maybe want to make some videos with us, or if you're just looking for a fine instrument for your home, your church, or your studio, this is the place to come. We've spent the last 54 years, going on 55 years, just getting ready to show you around this showroom, which has the best selection of Hammond B3 and C3 organs that we've ever had in our whole entire company history. We used to send them by the container load to places like Europe and smaller amounts to Japan and South America. We'll send anywhere in the world. We've arranged shipping arrangements for these organs to go anywhere in the world. We can modify them for 220 volts and 50 hertz. We know how to deal with all the complexities of export. You have your VAT tax, your import tax. You have some taxes to pay. Hey, just pay, just like here in the United States. You buy something, you're generally going to pay some tax. So this instrument is a 1961 Hammond B3. It's kind of like in the sweet spot of tonal eras. There were three distinct tonal eras, in my opinion. 1955 to about 1960, then 61 on up to about 66, and then 67 to 74. They each had their own distinct tonal characteristics, and it had everything to do with the parts that were available for the factory at that time to install into these instruments. Parts change and develop and improve as time goes on. You'll hear discussion about Hammond organs having wax capacitors that are capacitors covered with wax and paper. And those can degrade, but if they're kept in great condition in climate-controlled situation, sometimes there can be nothing that sounds better than a wax capacitor as long as it's been well maintained. And then you move into the 1964 and a half era, where they started using mylar-covered capacitors. Mylar is just a plastic-like coating on top of the capacitor, and it tends to hold up better than paper and wax over a period of time. But at the same time, those capacitors are often referred to, those in the know, as red capacitors, and they'll have a brighter, crisper sound from 1965 to 1974 specifically because of those capacitors. And it's a wonderful thing to have choices and options. Now, this is number 519 on our price list. This is a company reference number. If you like the tone of this organ and don't get a deposit on it before someone else does, then you can tell us, oh, I really like the tone of number 519, our company reference number. Then we can look for another 1961 or 62 or 63 organ that will likely give us the same exact tone, because our internal restoration protocol has been established over many decades. It's quite consistent, and we get very consistent results. But if you have a preference for a brighter tone, much brighter than this, then you should probably listen to some of our organs from later years, like 67 to 74. Those will give you the brightest tone, and then from 55 to 59 to 60, that'll give you a mellow, in comparison, tone, richer, some say. It's richer sounding. So everybody has their preference. The good news is you get to choose which one you like. Now listen to a bunch of our videos, write down the numbers of the ones you like the best, let us know, and we'll either sell you the organ that you heard, or we'll help you pick out another one that's just perfect for you, and we'll make a video for you. All you have to do is give us a deposit so we know who we're working for. But we'll be happy to help you get the Hammond organ of your dreams. This is a C3. It's exactly the same inside as a B3. The only real difference is the furniture style. They sometimes called this the church model. This has smooth sides. Some of them have quadrifoil. It's a fancy design. But either B3 or C3 are fabulous instruments. We love them both. And sometimes people will prefer a C3 for various reasons, one of which they're generally going to be less expensive than a B3, mainly because market demand is stronger for a B3. So Rodney's on camera, Vice President of Keyboard Exchange International, cameraman extraordinary, and my youngest son. He does a great job. We work as a team here together. If you want to call and speak with either one of us, place your order, or just ask some questions, we'll be happy to get with you. If you want to come, bring your church committee, call, make an appointment, so we'll be here for you when you arrive. In the meantime, Rodney, show the good folks around, and I'll play a little more, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond Tone Wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.